amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remain blessed. Whenever you look my video, whenever you watch my video, share the video to all platforms. Share it to family and friends. Share it in your WhatsApp group so that people can get information on what is happening in the contraption called Nigeria, mainly against the Biafrans, against the Duduas, against the indigenous people in the contraption called Nigeria. I try as much as possible to set the record straight. I don't preach hate speech. I don't speak against people. I set the record straight. The only important thing I do here is to make sure that the plight of the people remains on the front burner and the world will know the true story of what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria. Remember, they will always change the narrative. The government will always try as much as possible to use the conventional media to change the narrative, but that I will not allow. In this platform, we'll set the record straight and we'll say it the way it is. Not preaching hate speech, not by talking down to anybody, but setting the record straight and bringing the information to the front burner and letting the world know the exact situation of things. Each time you watch my video, you can equally go to the comment section, put down your comment, say it the way you feel it. It's so welcome. You can criticize if you so desire, but do it constructively so that we can be able to learn from one another. That is why I'm here. And now, I'm going to share with you a very important video. I hope after watching the video from the beginning to the end, you're going to enjoy the video and you continue to stick around and be able to enjoy the rest videos that are going to be coming your way from time to time. Thank you so much for coming. Today, the video I'm going to share with you is a very important video.
The amended 2017 Anti-Open Grazing and Ranches Establishment Law officially takes effect following the Chief Executive's assent.
Policy or law that should be dynamic. So we too will have to do something.
He clearly outlines the modifications which allow stiffer penalties and increased fines for defaulters.
I appreciate the Benue State House of Assembly for the good work and also for the speedy work that they have done, because we are all concerned. I'm concerned, they're also concerned. Everybody here is concerned, and that is why we have seen everybody here during this signing. And we have decided to reverse the charges that we gave to cows that were arrested in Benue State who have trespassed against our law. They are moving forward. Henceforth, if they are found wanting, other provisions of the law, as was enacted in 2017, still stands. But two areas that we have amended. The charge for every cow that is arrested have now changed. And also the 7 days period that we give to allow people to claim their cattle and the charges thereof have also been amended. And we sat in the Executive Council, discussed this matter and sent to the House of Assembly, and the House of Assembly agreed with us that for every cattle, instead of the 2,000 naira that the law prescribed for the owner of the cattle to pay, now, based on the national outlook of those who have enacted laws prohibiting open grazing, and what we feel that we should do, and the kind of pays that our livestock guard go through and other security agencies supporting them, and the kind of resources we spend to help them bring these cattle to quarantine centers. We sent to the House of Assembly, and the House of Assembly have approved that for every cow arrested by our livestock guard, the owners should pay the sum of 50,000 naira. Instead of the meager 2,000. Because they came here, sometimes 2,000 cows are arrested, and they come and say, how much? And they just pay and go away. And for every cow that is arrested and kept in a quarantine center, if you don't collect it the same day, after paying 50,000 naira, you will pay an additional 20,000 naira pay each cow. If you don't pay, and if you cannot pay within 7 days, the law permits us to auction such cow. And so, this is the amendment we have done. So, as from today, as I'm signing, that is the implication. 50,000 for those who their cattle are arrested, and also 20,000 if they are kept there, depending on how many days. If they are kept there for 7 days, it's 140,000 that you pay. If they are kept there for 1 day, you pay 20. If for 2 days, you pay 40,000. In addition to the 50,000 mandatory fee that you are going to pay. All this we are doing is meant to tell the Fulanis or Hausa or Yoruba or any person who is doing open grazing in Benue State that it is wrong. So this is where we are, and that is what we're going to sign today.
This is one of the most important moves that the governor of Benue State, Samuel Ortom, has made in the year 2022. This is because the law, Open Grazing Prohibition and Ranches Establishment Law 2017, is a law of peace, it's a law of security of lives and property. And since the law was enacted and he signed, the law has brought relative peace. We've not had it as bad as we used to have. And so for his administration to consider amending the law in collaboration with the State House of Assembly to add sanctions and make the law stiffer is something worth commending, because the law is about peace, as I have said. It doesn't discriminate. It is a win-win for both cattle owners and crop farmers. So I am here primarily to give my support to Benue people and the government of Samuel Ortom, that we who are aspiring have seen what he's doing, and we need to give support and to tell Benue people that we are in agreement with what the government of Samuel Ortom is doing as far as security is concerned. And if given the opportunity, I will continue from there. I will uphold the law and other laws of the state that seek to provide security, that seek to provide development for Benue people. So that is why I'm here, to lend my voice to this major development, this major step in the right direction by the government of Samuel Ortom to ensure that farmers and cattle owners live in peace. If you rustle animals, you will be apprehended and taken to a competent court. The same way, if you allow your animals to graze openly, your animals will be impounded and you will be arrested and tried by a competent court. So this is a good development for Benue State, and I expect Benue people to support this government, and anyone who is aspiring to lead the state in 2023 should see this move as a matter of importance, as a necessity for all of us. Government is not for APC, is not for PDP, is not for ABGA. It is a government of Benue State. It is a government of the people. The people elected it. And so any decision that is made by the government is for all of us.
Ortom used the opportunity to appreciate the National Assembly for accepting to re-amend the Electoral Amendment Bill to recognize direct or indirect primaries for political parties.
I want to appreciate the National Assembly. Just heard yesterday that they have heeded to the advice of the PDP Governors Forum that was held in Port Harcourt in Rivers State, which I was in attendance. And we appealed to them that let us not give APC-led government opportunity to truncate the amendments on the electoral law, for there are several other things that must be done. Electronic transmission and several other things that should be done. And the issue of primaries for various political parties should not allow the president to decline assent again and push it back to the National Assembly. Thank God, and I want to commend them, that they all deleted the clause that the president vetoed. And at least I believe that this week or next week they will be sending it to the president. Let the president sign. For some of us, whichever way you sign, whether direct or indirect or option A4 or anyone you sign, we can contain the problems in our party and be able to get candidates that can compete with that of the APC. One thing we know that APC have failed. Go and check the record. When PDP handed over power to APC in 2015, how much was the dollar? 190 naira. Today is how much? Over 500 naira. When we handed over power in 2015, what was the unemployment rate? When we handed over power, what was the security problems that we had in this country? I think we used to hear about Borno. We used to hear about suicide bombers outside, but it is from 2015 that we started hearing about suicide bombers in Nigeria. This government have nothing to offer. So for National Assembly to attend to the president's request, some of us are ready. That was why even when he vetoed the direct primaries, we supported him. And the reason was that we wanted him not to have any excuse to begin to say that he vetoed this by the National Assembly. So I want to appreciate National Assembly for accepting Mr. President's veto and agreeing with the President to allow indirect primaries to play and all that. It's commendable, and I want to thank them. This will not give him the excuse again to continue to inflict pains on us.
This modified law against open grazing equally provides various fines for confiscated livestock, such as 50,000 per cow, 10,000 per pig, 5 per goat, and 1,000 per poultry bird. From the government house here in Makurdi, Benue State's capital, I am Dofan Aga.
Thank you so much for your patience to watch from the beginning to the end. I hope you have learned something from the video you have just watched. The video you have just watched is to bring information to your doorstep and for educational purpose. It is not to demonize anybody. Let us watch continuously and see who can be able to make a sense out of every nonsense we are seeing. We must continue. We move. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you and remember blessed. Bye-bye. See you again.